Today I will show all of you wonderful people how you can do the replay glitch for the Cayo Perico heist. The glitch won't work if you do it the same way as with Bogdan or the casino glitch, so make sure you keep watching to learn the differences and some tips and tricks along the way. I will first explain how the glitch works and some basic rules for it. The actual glitch will be later in this video. This method can be done with either 2 players or more. The purpose of the glitch is to be able to keep your heist whilst your crew gets the money. I will have a guide coming out later on how many players are ideal for this heist, so if you want to see that, then consider subscribing and hitting the bell so you won't miss that. So if you are gonna set it up for the replay glitch, I recommend you have at least 3 stacks of gold in the compound and one of the more valuable primary targets. The Panther would be ideal, however, as that is quite limited to an event that's gonna happen probably in a week, in a few weeks or months, who knows, the Pink Diamond will be most valuable. As long as you don't have Tequila as your primary target, I am happy. I'd also recommend doing the heist on hard difficulty as it gives you 10% more money. As I said, the host will not get any money. That is why the host shall receive the lowest of cuts possible, which is 15%. Usually people host the heist for each other and repeat it back to back. This way both parties will get the money. I have heard that on PC one can actually do the glitch so that the host also gets the money. I will have to look further into that in the future, so if anyone knows how you do that on PC, leave it in the comments and I will have a video on that in the future. You are probably wondering which prep you should do for the heist. I would say it basically comes down to personal preference of how you prefer to do the heist yourself. I would say if you just want the easiest time possible, get a submarine. However, if you are going to do this approach, make sure you have at least 3 gold bars in the compound so you can loot that and get more money, because 2 players they can grab 3 gold bars in a total. If you're wondering which targets are most valuable, I have a video on that. It will be on the top right here and in the description, so check that out after you watch this video if you're unsure of what you should grab of secondary targets. And when it comes to the approach vehicle, as I said, it's either a submarine or take the civilian boat if you want to loot around the island first. The civilian boat will also give you the option of choosing some oxygen mask. I don't have the name in my head right now, but you can use them to get air while you're underwater so you don't drown. So that's a plus. Just remember to activate it with on console the left D-pad, or on PC I think it's the E button, I'm not too sure. And when it comes to which weapons you should choose, I would say it's also personal preference. I would say just make sure you have the suppressors and maybe take the loadout which allows you to use the military rifle and the sticky bombs. The sticky bombs are kind of important here, so I will come back to those later. And you can also choose the equipment preps here. I would say do the last 3 equipment preps, as this will give you the option to open any locked bars silently. If you do the first equipment prep, it will actually go loud, the mission will go loud, so this will not make you able to stealth the heist. But if that was the way you were going to do the heist anyways, then just do the first heist then. However, if you are going to do this aggressive, make sure you do all of the disruption preps, because you're going to keep all of your preps after you finish the heist. So if you do all the disruption preps, you will actually have an easier time with no choppers and guards with just pistols as the weapon and no armor at all if you're going to do it aggressive. So this also is a great backup plan if you plan on doing it silently, but you don't want to restart a heist after you have gone loud. Then just do the disruption preps. They're quite quick to do actually, and I would say just do all of the preps you can do, because you won't ever have to do them again later. Some of my expert tips to bear in mind while you're doing this heist is if another player dies and he grabbed loot, or if your player dies and that player grabbed loot and you pass the checkpoint and you restart it, you will actually have less loot than you had prior to dying. So bear that in mind, if you restart it, you will have a little less money than you had before dying. I don't know why, but this is something Rockstar added for some reason, that if you restart after the checkpoint and you will actually have a little less money. And if your player dies, if another player dies and he grabs money, you will actually lose that money. So say another player grabbed 400k of value of secondary targets and he die, that value will be lost until he come back from a checkpoint or a quick restart, Additionally, when you are exiting the compound, take a quick trip by El Rubio's chopper, throw all of your sticky bombs on it, and when you are escaping and if the chopper is closing in on you, just detonate the sticky bombs. Do not detonate them before he's close to you, as that won't work. So if you detonate the sticky bombs while he is flying above you, he will actually take his chopper, turn it around and fly back to the compound and not disturb you anymore. And additionally, if you did the disruption preps to disable the choppers, you won't have any helicopters coming after you, which is quite useful. But you will maybe have some boats coming after you. And for escaping, you can actually just swim off the island. I would recommend swimming at the southwest of the island, because that's, according to me, the quickest way to do it. So if you have a scuba suit, you can actually just swim away quite easily, or if you have rebreathers, that's also a good way to just swim away. And just dive underwater so that boats won't shoot at you. You might lose a little bit of money by them shooting at you, but nothing too important. Just remember to eat snacks if you're low on health. It's quite easy actually. And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, is how you do the replay glitch. So, what I've seen from my previous replay glitch videos on a casino heist is most players just skip to this part of the video where I do the glitch on the video. Okay, so I guess you'll skip the run. Okay, so what you need to know for replay glitch is the timing is important here. On a casino heist, you pull up your phone and close the game whenever the phone went down, correct? This won't work here, that's important. That's the one work here, because on the other player's screen, he will actually see the cutscene as normally, but when he's about to get paid, the game will freeze and he won't get any further than that, so he won't get money. So that won't work here. And on the bug then, you could just close the game as soon as the cutscene started. And yeah, closing the game is how it works, or pulling out your Ethernet cable. But as I said, the timing is important here. If you do the glitch the same way as you did on the bug, then you will experience the same result as you did if you did it with the casino heist. The other player's screen will just freeze at the end and you won't get any payments. Okay, so the moment you need to close it is as soon as your player gives the bag to the other guy, and just wait a few seconds, maybe 1 or 2 seconds, and then just close the game and it should work just fine. If you get the timing wrong, you should just still keep the heist. However, if you close the game too late, you might not keep the heist. So I guess try a few times for yourself to see if it works before you properly set up the heist. Do the replay glitch once, on a poorly prepped heist, just to see if it works, and then after that, do the correct preps, do the correct targets, main targets, get the valuable targets, after you have tested the replay glitch once to see that it works for you, and then you can prep it correctly, so you don't waste your time by doing all the preps and then it won't work for you. Okay, just keep that in mind. That's a good tip for me as well. By the way, it is the host that has to close the game or pull off the Ethernet cable if you use on PC. I'm assuming most PC players are just going to pull off the Ethernet cable as that's easiest to do. And as I said, the host, not the other players, needs to close the game or pull off the Ethernet cable, because the host is the one who keeps the heist and who is not going to get paid. Because as I said, he leaves the game, no way he's getting paid after he leaves the game, The other players are still in the game, they are going to keep the money. So because of this, the other players are, hopefully they're gonna have a heist, so they can run it back with the host of the first heist, so he can get the money. And then the other players, they will do the replay glitch, as I've explained earlier, for the previous host, so he gets more money. So just keep in mind, give the host the lowest cut possible, because he won't get any money. Maybe if he's on PC, as I explained earlier, you can get the correct timing correct, and he might get the money. But if you're on the console, that's not gonna work for you. This heist is pretty easy to do once you get the hang of it. You're probably going to be able to do it in under 7 minutes or something, maybe under 6 minutes if you're pretty fast about it. This heist is super easy to do once you get the hang of it. Just do the heist a few times, you will get a good feeling how we do it, and it's going to be super easy. In the future, I'm going to make a video comparing this replay glitch to the other for the casino and the Bogdan replay glitch to see which one is the best, now in 2021. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like and consider subscribing for more videos coming from me in the future. I'm going to make a guide on what is better for a replay glitch of the casino heist, the Cayo Perico heist, or the Bogdan glitch. Which one is best? So stay tuned for that in the future. Hit the bell if you want to join a live stream of me in the future where I'm going to test this glitch again to see if it still works. So if you are a doubter, join the live stream when that's happening, or ask in the Discord for when you can join that. Additionally, if you have any questions or concerns, leave them in the comments below, and stay tuned for more videos in the future. Thank you for watching. See you all in the next one. Take care, everyone.